It is very rare to see government-owned enterprises audit and publish their accounts. However, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation took the bull by the horn and published its audited financial report for the year 2020. At a glance, the report shows the corporation's revenue fell by 19.76% in 2020 to 3.72 trillion naira from 4.63 trillion naira declared in 2019. Profit before tax stood at 719.1 billion naira as against a loss in the previous year. The corporation declared a 287 billion naira profit after tax, the first since it was established 44 years ago after recording a loss the previous year. This has generated a lot of controversy and debate amongst financial experts.
The driver of that profitability is actually non-core items, right? So what we did in Champion was that we strip out all these one-off, numbers, the 750 million in impairment charge and about 670 billion in other income. When we strip both items out, what we saw was that NNPC would have reported at least 1.1 trillion in loss.
For some, it is a sign of progress, but for others, it raises doubt about the quality of the earnings as the corporation is accused of dipping its hand in the Federation account to declare profit.
There is also the Auditor General of the Federation, who annually reviews what has accrued to the Federation and what has been remitted, and if there are any shortfalls, he raises red flag. Of course, the National Assembly also steps in from time to time when the accounts are led to the Public Accounts Committee to review how much each revenue agency, including NNPC, has brought into the coffers of government. So with all these layers of controls, it will be impossible for NNPC to dip its hands. NNPC will account for the revenues of the Federation and only deduct what is allowed and what has been appropriated by the National Assembly in relation to cost of bringing the barrels out, as well as cost of other projects that are being done on behalf of the Federation.
A closer look at the report shows that the external auditors qualified the accounts, suggesting that NNPC's viability as a going concern was in doubt.
Whenever auditors qualify audited accounts, raise questions about a going concern, it means, in other words, to the ordinary man, that that entity is overtrading. Its liabilities are far in excess of its assets, and therefore, if at any point in time, this company may not be viable. But having said that, we must remember that NNPC has operations and also has oil in the ground. The value of the oil in the ground, together with its operating stress or trading losses, are far in excess of the assets that you have there. Therefore, the 4.3 trillion naira of negative capital is nowhere near the value of the oil reserves, which are billions of reserves, which it has in joint ventures with other international oil companies.
If you take a look at the information in that audit, it will give us an idea of how the auditors have more or less how they have qualified the accounts and the issues they have raised with the audit. So in another 2 or 3 audits, then we'll begin to see more clarity and accountability.
The jury is out as to whether NNPC will ever publish results that will totally satisfy analysts going forward. But one thing is clear, this is the beginning of a transparency process. As the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Chimezie Obi Iwago, Channels Television News.